Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my students? I hope that you're happy and healthy and ready for today's lesson, which is Unit 3, self-reflection. This is the final lesson in Unit 3 where you self-reflect on yourself and your understanding for the lessons throughout this unit. But before we do that, let's open our workbook on page 105 to complete the exercises in the workbook. Page 105, exercise N. Look at the map and read the conversation, then answer the questions. So look at the map at your workbook, page 105. Then we will read the conversation and then we will answer the question. So this is a conversation between Tom, John, and Lewis. Tom, excuse me, how do I get to the park? John, take the number 20 bus. There's a bus stop over there. Get off at the bookstore. The park is on the next block. You can't miss it. Tom, is it far from here? John, no, it's about 15 minutes away. Lewis, no. Take the F line on the subway. Take the F line on the subway and get off the Main Avenue station. Walk down Broadway and take a left after the bank. The park is right across the street. Trust me, I live in that neighborhood. Tom, thanks a lot. Lewis, you're welcome. So this is the conversation between Tom, John, and Lewis. So Tom wants to go to the park and he has two opinions on how to get to the park from Lewis and also John. So where is Tom going? This is the first question here. Where is Tom going? I think you'll find the answer in the first line of the conversation. Where is Tom going? Let's see the answer here. So Tom is going to the park. Tom is going to the park. What's the bus number to the park? What's the bus number to the park? You can go and check the conversation again. The bus number that's going to the park. So let's see the answer together. What's the bus number to the park? The bus number is 20. So the bus number is 20. How far away is the park? How far away is the park? Again, you can get back to the conversation. Okay, let's see the answer here together. How far away is the park? The park is 15 minutes away. The park is 15 minutes away. Sometimes you can tell the distance between 2 points A and B by measuring it through time. It's 10 minutes away. It's half an hour away. It's 30 minutes away, and so on. Last question. What's the subway line to the park? What's the subway line to the park? The subway that leads to the park. What's the subway line to the park? That was Lewis' idea to go through the subway. What's the subway line? Which line is it? Let's see the correct answer here together. The subway line to the park is F. So it's F. The subway line to the park is F. So again, where is Tom going? He's going to the park. What's the bus number to the park? It's 20. How far away is the park? It's 15 minutes away. What's the subway line to the park? It's F. Exercise O. Tom took the bus and missed his stop. He is now at the mall. Write a new directions and help Tom find the park. So again, imagine that Tom missed his stop. Tom took the bus and missed his stop. He is now at the mall. So now Tom is at the mall because he missed his stop with the bus. Write new directions and help Tom find the park. So you have to write your directions to help Tom to get through the park. Which way should he go? Which right, which left, the second right, the second left, and so on. So try to help Tom to get to his destination. He is now at the mall. Write new directions and help Tom find the park. So you have to write all of the directions by yourself. Of course, this is the correct answer here. Turn left and walk to the end of the road. Turn right and walk down Franklin Street. Keep going until you see the restaurant. When you get to the restaurant, take a right and walk down Park Avenue. The park entrance is on Park Avenue. So this is the direction from the mall to the park. Again, the question is that Tom missed his stop with the bus. Now he's at the mall. How does he get to the park? This is the answer. I'll read it again. Tom, turn left and walk to the end of the road. Turn right and walk down Franklin Street. Keep going until you see the restaurant. When you get to the restaurant, take a right and walk down Park Avenue. So after the restaurant, you take a right and walk down Park Avenue. The park entrance is on Park Avenue. So while you're walking on Park Avenue, you will see the park entrance. Exercise P. Look at the picture and read the conversations. Mark O for offers and R for requests. O for offers, R for requests. So look at the picture, page 105, exercise P. Look at the picture and read the conversations. Mark O for offers. If it's an offer, write O. And write R for request. If it's a request, write R. And the first one, let me carry that for you. The first one is already done here. Let me carry that for you. So someone is offering to carry something from someone. Let me carry that for you. Is this a request or an offer? Yes, of course it's an offer. That's why we've written O. 2. Will you tell Sarah to bring some snacks from the kitchen? Will you tell Sarah to bring some snacks from the kitchen? So is this an offer or a request? Please tell Sarah to bring snacks from the kitchen. So is this a request or is this an offer? So let's see the correct answer here. So it's a request, the letter R. So it's a request. I'm requesting from Sarah to bring snacks, to bring something from the kitchen. 3. I'll tell her and I'll get some napkins too. I'll tell her and I'll get some napkins too. So is this an offer or a request? I'll tell her and I'll get some napkins too. So I think this one is obvious that it's an offer. Number 4, can I borrow your cell phone? I need to make a quick call. Can I borrow your cell phone? I need to make a quick call. Can I borrow something? So I think this one is obvious. Can I borrow your cell phone? I need to make a quick call. Is this an offer or a request? So let's see the answer here. Of course, it's a request. I'm requesting to get the phone from someone just to make a quick phone call. Exercise Q here. Read each story. Read each story. Write the conversation. So we will be reading a brief story here. Then we'll be writing the conversation. Your younger sister wants a box of cookies from a high shelf in the kitchen. She can't get the box. You offer to get the cookies for her. Your sister accepts your offer. Again, your younger sister wants a box of cookies from a high shelf in the kitchen. She can't get the box, so you offer to get the cookies for her. Then your sister accepts your offer. So try to write a conversation between you and your sister in this situation. So you and your sister. So what do we write here? So let me get that for you. She's trying to reach the top shelf, but she can't. So you say, let me get that for you. And she accepts your offer. So she says, thank you. She says, thank you. Now you get the idea of this exercise. So let's go to number 2 here. Majid and Ahmed are eating dinner in a restaurant. The waiter brings the check. Majid quickly picks up the check. He wants to pay. Ahmed accepts his offer. Again, Majid and Ahmed are eating dinner in a restaurant. The waiter brings the check. Majid quickly picks up the check. Because why? Because he wants to pay. Ahmed accepts his offer. So Ahmed is accepting that Majid offers to pay for the whole meal. So what's the conversation here between Majid and Ahmed? So what would Majid say? And remember, Majid is the one who wants to pay for dinner. So what would he say? So let's see the correct answer here. Majid says, I'll pay the check. I'll pay the check. And what would Ahmed say? So, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's very generous of you, and so on. So, Majid says, let me pay, or I'll pay the check. Ahmed replies, thank you very much. Number 3, a family is moving into the apartment next door. The father of the family is carrying a heavy box. A friendly neighbor offers to help the father. The father refuses, but thanks him for his offer. Again, a family is moving into the apartment next door. The father of the family is carrying a heavy box. A friendly neighbor offers to help the father, but the father refuses and thanks him for his offer. So, what would the neighbor say, and what would the father say? So, let's see the correct answer here. The neighbor, can I help you with that? So, because of the father is carrying a heavy box, so the neighbor is telling him, can I help you with that? I want to carry some with you. Of course, the father doesn't accept the offer. He refuses, but he thanks him. So, what would he say? Let's see the correct answer here. No, that's all right. Thank you. No, that's all right. Thank you. So, the neighbor is saying, can I help you with that? And the father replies, no, that's all right. I can manage. Thank you. Very good. So, this is exercise Q. Let's jump to the lesson here. Of course, the objective here is to give your feedback and self-reflection. Self-reflection is to find which lesson was hard for you, which lesson was easy, which lesson that you need to develop yourself in. We'll see all of that now. So this is the self-reflection chart here. Things that I liked about Unit 3, you can write them here. What did you like from Unit 3? Maybe the theme, maybe the imagery, some of the picture. Anything that you liked from Unit 3, write it here. Things that I didn't like very much. What are the things that you didn't like in Unit 3? Things that I found easy in Unit 3. What did you find easy in this unit? Maybe the grammar, maybe the four-meaning function, the listen and discuss, some of the vocabulary. Maybe you found the theme, the whole theme is easy to understand, and so on. So, things that I found easy in Unit 3. Things that I found difficult in Unit 3. Again, what did you find easy? And what did you find difficult in this unit? Of course, maybe you're facing some difficulties in some lessons, maybe the grammar, the four-meaning function, maybe the listening, you didn't listen quite well, maybe the subject was too hard for you to listen, you need to listen again and develop yourself in the listening matter, and so on. So this is the use of this chart to know what's easy and what's difficult for you. This is the checklist here. This is the checklist. I can do this very well. I can do this quite well. I need to study and practice more. So these are the lessons of this unit. I can do this very well. It's easy for you. I can do this quite well, not that much, quite well, a little bit. And or is it I need to study more and practice more? Maybe it's difficult and you need to develop yourself. You need more practice in this lesson. Talk about my dream home and feelings. To talk about your dream home and feelings. Is it easy? Is it hard for you? Is it you can do this quite well to talk about your dream home. Describe things that I'm looking for. So if you want to describe things that you are looking for in a house, is it easy for you or is it hard for you? Or you can do this quite well. Use adjectives in the correct order. If you remember using adjectives in the correct order here, opinion, size or shape, age, color, nationality, and material. So, do you find it easy or difficult to use adjectives in the correct order that you should use them in? Again, this is the order here. Opinion, size or shape, age, color, nationality, and material. For example, I have 2 large brown sofas. 2 large, this is size or shape, brown, this is color. As you can see here, the size or shape comes before the color. I have 2 large brown sofas. So this is the order of adjectives. The use of to and enough. If you remember this lesson, to and enough. To can be placed before adjectives and adverbs. She can't reach the shelf. She's too short. Too short. So to can be placed before adjectives and adverbs. Enough can be placed after adjectives. She's not tall enough. She's too short, or you can say she's not tall enough. Enough can be placed after the adjectives. Enough can be placed before nouns. They should buy their own home. They have enough money. They have enough money. So you can use enough before nouns. So this is the lesson of to and enough. Do you find it easy? You can do this quite very well, or you can do this just a little bit quite well, or do you find it difficult? So you should check the mark here that you need to practice more. Also, the lesson here for giving directions for places. If you remember this from form, meaning, and function, to give directions for some places. This is here giving directions. Turn left or right, take a left or right, take the first or second left. If you remember to say take the first, the second, the third left, and so on. Go straight for a few miles. Keep going until you see the restaurant, until you see the bank, then take a right, and so on. When you get to, you'll see. When you get to the junction, for example, you'll see the bank, or you'll see the park, and so on. If you see you've gone too far, if you see the mosque, you've gone too far, you have to get back. So this is the giving direction, and also asking for directions here. Excuse me, I'm looking for the park or the bank. Could you tell me where the bank is, for example? Can you tell me how to get there? Am I headed in the right direction for the bank? So all of these you can use to ask for directions. Giving directions and asking for directions. Express requests, offers, promises, warnings, and to make decisions. So this is expressing requests, offers, promises, warnings, and spontaneous decisions. The decision that you made at that moment. You can use will for requests, use will for offers and promises. Can you tell me where you live? Will you drive me home? Will you drive me home? So this is a request here. Will you drive me home? Sure, I'll draw a map. Sorry, I can't, I have an appointment. So all of these. Also, you can use will for spontaneous decisions. Now the children have left the college. This house is too big for us. I know, we'll downsize into an apartment. So this is a spontaneous decision. So the spontaneous decisions, the decisions that you just made at that moment without planning, we use will. Also use dependent time clauses for future, when, before, after, while, and until. If you remember this, we use dependent time clauses with will, before, after, while, and until. Don't worry, I'll take care of the children until you get back. So this is the time dependent time clause here, until you get back. When he finishes work, he'll go straight to home. So again, this is a dependent time clause. We use when, before, after, while, and until. The last part here, your favorite new words from Unit 3, the vocabulary that you've learned from Unit 3. You can list your, not only 5, maybe more than 5. Why not? And here, if you're still not sure about something from Unit 3, read through the unit again. Read the unit again. Listen to the audio material. Study the grammar and functions from the unit again. And of course, always ask your teacher for help whenever you feel lost, or you feel that you don't understand some of the lessons. Always go to your teacher and ask them for help. And with that, we reach the end of this lesson and this unit. See you next lesson, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.